the CIA releases a note from Ryan Routh where he's promising a $10,000 bounty on the head of Donald Trump. And his son's a pervert.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
All right, to all you fellow patriotic, God-loving JohnKtantzians out there, and to all you hussies and wusses out there that may be offended by the Prince of Peace alike, this goes out to all of you. Ryan Routh, the man charged with the second assassination attempt on Donald Trump, he's in custody, and the CIA releases a letter, this long, cryptic, dark letter, and somewhere in the context is a $10,000 reward for anybody who unalives the former president. Well, the rightfully two-time duly elected president that got ripped off 4 years ago, who is running for office again. Yeah, so yeah, he put out a bounty on Donald Trump's head, and they're releasing this because they want it to happen, because Ryan Routh knows, and the CIA knows, that there are people out there that'll take half that if all they have to do is stab up their own mother. And you know that's the truth. And they know that's the truth. So that's why they released that out there, because they somehow think that Ryan Routh from jail is going to pay them. And we're in a sick world, I tell you. We're in some really sick in the head times. And I'm still rearing from the 158 people that voted against a bill that would protect women and children from rapists from overseas that don't even belong here. And it's a horrible thing. I mentioned 4 of those names. I mentioned a 5th name on a separate video. And you could always refer to that on my channel. And yeah, sick in the head times we're living in. Sick in the head times. Yes. And shout out to Sid Rosenberg, who gave me a shout out on Instagram. Great guy, by the way. Pro-Israel guy. And yes, Israel must exist. And yes. If you feel you are of a nation whose survival depends on the destruction of Israel, then whatever nation you're pledging allegiance to is a destructive nation and a nation of terrorists, and you don't want to be affiliated with that. Why don't you claim Israeli citizenship and be loyal to your country already? It's okay to be a non-Jewish citizen and resident of Israel. It's okay. And and don't be a terrorist. Just real easy. Separate yourself from the terrorists that want to destroy Israel, that really believe their survival depends on the destruction of Israel. Separate yourself from those clowns. They're destructive clowns. Separate yourself from them. So anyway, back to this. $10,000 bounty on the head of Donald Trump. And there's going to be people out there that are going to try it, thinking that Roy and Routh is somehow going to pay them. But, I'm sure somebody from the CIA will promise this to them. But yeah, I personally believe that Roy and Routh is a CIA operative, because what the hell is he doing all over TV years before attempting the dirty deed at Mar-a-Lago? The same place where the same agents, well, from a different letter group, same, but different letters, same bullshit. They violated Trump's Fourth Amendment rights there as a citizen, and they had no business doing that. And it's very, 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 very shady. Virtually everything they're doing to Donald Trump, and you have people like Maxine Waters telling people, if you see anybody from that cabinet, let them know they're not welcome. You get in their face and let them know they're not welcome. And then a week later, Candace Owens and her crew, casually sitting in some diner in Pennsylvania, and all of a sudden a bunch of big fat white dudes come out with all kinds of women's rights garb, suddenly contradicting that by harassing a woman by the name of Candace Owens. And they showed how non-racist they were by screaming the N-word at her, calling an Uncle Tom, and all this other cockamamie horse shit. I love it when, don't you just love it when the racist terms are never nice to say unless you're referring to a black conservative? Then all of a sudden, that book goes right out the window. And that rule book goes right out the window. The non-racists don't have to read the non-racist rule book when dealing with a black conservative, because they don't want to live under the mental slavery of the Democrats. And yes, the Democrats want to enslave you. They are the party of slavery. They are the party of the KKK. They're the party of Jim Crow. They are the party that sicked J. Edgar Hoover on Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And Malcolm X himself could not trust the white liberal, and he went out public and said that in several interviews. Look it up, homie. Look it up. It is real. Malcolm X specifically did not like white liberals. He didn't fully trust white conservatives, but he loathed white liberals. And you could look that up. I'm not saying that he loved conservatives, but he definitely wasn't a fan of white liberals or any liberals. Because people would much rather have their intentions right in their face than to be smiled at and have the same thing done to them anyway. This is just fact, folks. This is just fact. So yeah, Ryan Routh with that bounty, and it's really horrible. This man put a price, and a very cheap one, on the head of Donald Trump. And who knows? Who knows? But we want Trump alive so he could win this election. Get the send that incompetent, word salad tossing, cackling clown named Kamala that I like to call Kuntamala packing. Pack up bags, get out the door. And stop pandering already. Stop telling people, you better thank a union member. You gotta stop that. That's pandering. That's racist, Indian woman. That is so racist. How dare you? Oh my God. She's not black, by the way. And yeah, I should wear a T-shirt that says that Kamala is not black. Or make it say Kuntamala is not black. This way they'll try to figure out who Kuntamala is until they start watching my YouTube and they figure it out. But yeah, man, yeah. What else could be said about Ryan Routh or Routh, however you pronounce his name? I pronounce it Routh because Routh is the name of a very obnoxious girl that I know from way back in the day. Well, I didn't know her personally. I met her like one time at a friend's wedding. And yeah, very obnoxious and annoying, and thought her shit didn't stink. So yeah, we'll call him Ryan Routh. We'll name this man after her. And his son, that's what I was getting to. His son got busted because apparently he's a kiddie porn collector. He was collecting kiddie porn over the internet. Mad pervert. It's always the Democrats. You know, P. Diddy investing so much money to the Democrats. And where is he now? And why? You know. Jeffrey Epstein, pals with Bill Clinton. He was definitely a Clinton guy, not a Trump guy. He was on Team Clinton, never on Team Trump. And well, we know what happened there now. What else do we have? Oprah, who appeared at the Democratic National Convention. Very uneventful event, by the way. I didn't like any of it. I thought the Republicans did a much better job. I mean, they stand for morality, and they proved it. And you could see the Republican Party is the party of morality by comparison to the two conventions. But anyway, appearing at the DNC, there was Oprah Winfrey. And, she was talking about how she struggles and how she still struggles to this very day, and how Trump doesn't care about the poor people. Well, she didn't say it directly, but, she's trying to say that if you're voting for racists, if you vote Republican in a roundabout way. And she's over there hanging out with Epstein and Weinstein. She's hanging out. Well, hung out with Epstein and Weinstein? Kamala Harris. That cackling clown, that incompetent, word salad tossing, cackling clown named Kamala, who I like to call Kuntamala. And they're all wrong for America, man. They're all wrong for America. And in a way, Jamal Bowman was right. That man Jamal Bowman was right, that Winnie the Pooh-looking man. He was right when he jumped around on stage, with his little T-shirt, saying, "We're going to show them who the fuck we are." Yes, you are showing them who you are. You're showing them who all you Democrats are. A bunch of pedo enablers is what you guys are. A bunch of pedo affiliates is what you are. A bunch of pedos yourselves is what a lot of you are. And we've had it with you guys. We've had it. You guys got to go on the left there. You guys got to go. You guys don't know what direction you're going in. You guys don't know which direction to walk in when you approach two bathrooms that have, men's and women's symbols on them. You just don't know. You guys are confused about these things. Or you know what you're doing, but you want to confuse the general public about these things. You guys are, like I said, a bunch of hussies and wusses. You enable child molesters. You enable rapists. You guys enable cat-eating savages. You guys enable baby-killing sluts. You guys are the worst. You guys gotta go. And think of how much cleaner our buildings would be if guys like Chuck Scarborough would become janitors already. Or if Anderson Cooper went back to shuffling papers for the fucking CIA, former CIA intern. You think I didn't know that? Oh my goodness. And by the way, stop fronting on the orientation thing. It's pissing off the real, genuine people, if you know what I mean. Stop fronting on that, Anderson. We know those ain't beards you're walking around with. That's the real deal. Stop it. You sound like Hillary. You look like Hillary Clinton sounds when she panders to the black community. Cut it out. You big time party going, card carrying member of the Vanderbilts and former CIA intern. I think a lot of these Democrats don't know who God is. They need to go to church and find God. Otherwise, they're going to fucking hell in a handbasket with their blended gender ideologies and their baby killings and rapist and child molesting enabling ways. They got no respect for God. I don't even know who God is. So to my people, stay strong, okay? Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Stay strong, keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building, MC Too Tall, your underground rock and roll legend. Be good. All right, Patriots, you know how we do. Scan the code, invest in the cause to see more videos like this. All right, catch you later.